Welcome to the A.T.TIPSCAST, exploring and investigating the implementation of assistive technology in public schools. I'm your host, Chris Bugaj. This special episode, or what I like to call the big announcement, was recorded on September 26, 2009. Did any of you do any yard work over the summer? I didn't do that much this summer, but when I did, it seemed like I was always pulling weeds. I'd get myself out there, I'd pull up these nasty little buggers, and then, like 2 weeks later, they're back. I pull and pull, and then, a few weeks later, they're back, infesting the lawn, driveway, and walkway to our house. Just like weeds that keep coming back, in the field of assistive technology, there are a number of questions that keep getting asked over and over and over again. Questions like, how do we consider AT for every student? How does assistive technology get documented in an IEP? What are some effective ways of working with instructional technology? Who should be on an AT team? When and how do you write an AT evaluation report? What's the most effective service delivery model? How do you adequately follow up with teachers and students? How do you collect data and demonstrate progress? And how do you build a comprehensive assistive technology program? All of these questions come up frequently and repeatedly at conferences, on listservs, in discussion forums, and more. As a community, those of us working in assistive technology have tried to help each other out by providing answers to these questions, but the questions keep sprouting back up like weeds in a garden. So, how do we pull those weeds out from their roots so they don't keep strangling the flowers that are trying to grow? How do we answer those questions that seem to plague the field of assistive technology year after year after year? How about a permanent weed killer of sorts? I introduce to you now the Practical and Fun Guide to Assistive Technology in Public Schools, Building or Improving Your District's AT Team. This book, written by myself and Sally Norton-Darr, is being published by the International Society for Technology and Education, which you might know better as ISTE. This book answers all those questions that keep popping up month after month from different professionals in different stages of building an AT team. As the title suggests, the book provides a detailed description of how to create a working assistive technology program in public schools. The book is also written in such a way that it's easy to use and fun to read. We wanted to create a book that wouldn't feel like a chore to read. Therefore, the book is laced with engaging analogies and stories that emphasize and clarify the points being made. In the future, we hope to have some excerpts for you to sample, both in text and audio formats. Throughout the book, we provide procedures that have not only been easy to implement, but also have proven exceptionally effective for us. In fact, that was kind of our mantra for the book. If it's working for us, why wouldn't it work for you? The Practical and Fun Guide to Assistive Technology in Public Schools will be available for pre-sale this February. That's February 2010. I hope you mark that date on your calendar and that you pick up a copy. I think you'll find it well worth your time and money. I believe the date it'll actually be coming out, like off the presses, is sometime in April, allowing people to digest the book and then implement what's outlined for the upcoming school year. Between now and then, we'll be working on projects to promote the book, and I'll be working on more episodes of the A.T.TIPSCAST. Speaking of which, I'm thinking the first episode of Season 3 will be a Halloween episode. I'd better get working on that right now, so before I take off, let me just say thanks for listening. If you have any questions, send me an email at attipscast@gmail.com or check out the compendium blog at attipscast.wordpress.com, and I hope you follow me on Twitter, where I am at A.T.TIPSCAST. Until next time, may all your interventions be inclusive and may all your strategies be supportive.